everybody, Strider's back with another pre-game stats breakdown. Starting off on the red team, we're going to have Graves, Rumble, Zed, Malphite, Nocturne versus the blue team, who has Nidalee, Ezreal, Maokai, Darius, and Blitzcrank. So at the top lane, we're going to have Rumble versus Nidalee, a weird matchup, but Rumble mains jungle while Nidalee mains top. This should give Nidalee a huge advantage. But Rumble has only been played by this person 13 times, as to where Nidalee's been played by this person 241 times, which is a ridiculous amount of games. The average win rate for the Rumble is going to be 53.18%, when Nidalee's is 54.83%. I'm definitely going to give this top lane to Nidalee. I think she'll do much, much, much better. But then if we transition into the mid lane, we're going to have another weird matchup with Zed versus Darius. So Zed mains caster while Darius mains AD carry. No one's going to have a big advantage here. But Zed has been played by this person 48 times, where Darius has only been played by this person 17 times. But the average win rate of the Zed is going to be 53.53%, as where Darius is going to be 53.79%. So it's pretty close, but still with the amount of experience that Zed has, and it's Bischu, who I'm featuring in this match, I'm definitely going to have to put my vote in for him. Then if we take a look in the jungle, we're going to have Nocturne versus the Maokai. Nocturne mains jungle while Maokai mains caster. This should give Nocturne a really big advantage. Nocturne's only been played by this person twice, though, as where Maokai's been played by this person 47 times, which is quite a bit for not maining jungle. Overall, the average win rate of the Nocturne player is 70.91%, which is absolutely ridiculous, as to where Maokai's is 53.31%. I think I'm going to have to vote for Nocturne on this one just because of his insane win percentage. That's just absolutely ridiculous. Plus, he mains jungle, and that should give him a big enough advantage as well. But then if we transition into the bottom lane, we're going to have Graves versus Ezreal. Graves mains AD carry while Ezreal mains top. This should give Graves a pretty big advantage. Graves has been played by this person 11 times, where Ezreal has actually been played by this person 34 times, which is quite a bit. But Graves' average win ratio is going to be 68.97%, which is huge, and Ezreal's is going to be at 53.94%. So I'm definitely going to have to put my vote in for the Graves since he mains AD carry. Then if we look at the supports, we're going to have a support Malphite, which is weird, completely weird, against support Blitzcrank. So Malphite's main is AD carry, and so is Blitzcrank. So they're both familiar with the bottom lane, and they both know how to support. They may just not be aware of what to do. So Malphite's been played by this person 3 times, where Blitzcrank has been played by this person 10 times. I think with the abstractness of the Malphite support, I don't think it's going to do that well. The average win ratio of the Malphite player is 54.8%, where Blitzcrank's is 54.42%. Overall, I still think I'm going to have to give that to the Blitzcrank, though. So let's go ahead and tally up the scores. The red team has an average of 54.97% chance of winning, as to where blue team has a 54% chance of winning. So let's go ahead and get in the game and see what happens, because I'm going to put my vote in for the red team. Hey, what's going on, guys? Strider's back with another slice of ELO heaven, this time featuring Bischu. Very talented player, although he is playing Zed, which is a very, very difficult champion to play. He's one of those champions to where you pretty much have to know exactly what you're doing. You have to have a lot of experience with him. And you have to be very, extremely situationally aware, because he's kind of like I don't know, he's almost like a poker, but from a melee range. So you just have to catch people a little bit out of position, because if you go all in, then you're putting yourself in the worst position, which is pretty much what you have to do with him, but you have to do it at the right times and on the right champions when they're just in an awkward position. So you just kind of poke from the sides with your shurikens until you can just kind of go all in on one person. And sometimes it makes it, depending on how coordinated the other team is, sometimes it's almost impossible to do that. So he will be going up against Darius in mid, which is also going to be interesting because Darius mid is pretty strong. There's nothing to laugh about, nothing to joke about. He's definitely very powerful. Although, is this Malphite support? That's interesting. That's very interesting. I don't... Yeah, I don't know. I honestly don't know. Blitzcrank going straight in just to throw down a ward. Taking an auto attacker too, they're gonna run away from Blitzcrank. Pretty much you have to run away from Blitzcrank at level 1 because you're most likely gonna die, especially if there's also a Maokai and and a Darius. That's quite a bit of CC and quite a bit of pulls, so even if you flash, you're not gonna get away very far. That could be scary. They know exactly where the grab range is, which is really nice. And WildTurtle, oh, so scary. Very nice try, but that is pretty much it. It's on such a long cooldown, the grab is, that it's going to be almost impossible to get anything. Plus, they didn't have Maokai. Maokai is so hard to invade with level 1 because you can almost never get Twisted Advance. If you get Twisted Advance, you're not going to be able to do anything, really, in the jungle. So you have to go with your saplings, in which case you can only throw them after they flash, or else it's not going to do the full damage, which sucks, but it's just one of those things. And that is a phenomenal, that passive is so good, especially just how they had it planned out, to where he had enough saplings to where the trap, that's all it took, and it got him back to full health with that kill. And so Zed's going to be the first one to lane. He's actually going to get all the CS, it seems, and that's not something that happens very frequently anymore. Ooh, Ezreal actually going mid, and we're going to have a Darius Blitz bottom. That is a very, very scary matchup. That is 2 pulls. Oh, and he's all by himself. Apprehend coming out. Oh, he is going to apprehend. He took a tower shot. Not something he wants to do. He's going to get, ooh, the tasers. Tasers are a little bit too powerful, and this is very weird to see a lane swap in solo queue. It's not something that's too popular, but with the lane compositions that they have, or the team compositions that they have, it's just a very awkward thing. But in the meantime, oh my gosh, this is going to be so much damage. Blitzcrank even almost died himself. Tasers once again coming out. He's going to get a CS with that one, though. So far, the 1v2 is in favor of Nidalee, just by 3, though. It's not going to be too much. Zed doing an okay job against Ezreal. It's going to be pretty much just a poking competition. That's all it is. But we do have a potential double gank coming in. One from both teams. This is going to be a bad situation. They're going to ping him out. Nice. Arcane Smash. Is he going to flash over? No, he gets stuck. Oh, yes, he's going to be force flash, but an instant follow. And that is just enough. One last auto attack. Bam. Bam. First blood coming out from Ezreal. Wonderful job. Great play by them. Just fix that up. There we go. Okay. And Nidalee is in a very tough situation. Her laning phase is just so weak until she hits level 6. And even when she hits 6, it's like your opponents are also going to hit 6. And oh my gosh, Rumble got double grabbed. Anything can happen at any time. I should probably just keep an eye on this lane at all times when I'm in the downtime. And wow, we might have an XQ coming out. That would be just embarrassing. Most likely not going to happen, but it would have been hilarious. No more mana. They're trying to push so hard so that he loses some form of experience and CS. It will prevent him from CSing, but it's just not going to be enough. Those minions aren't quite low enough. But with the other wave of minions coming, he's probably going to lose this entire wave. Yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen. Boom. No wave for him. Maokai getting caught out in this brush from this little ward here. Book. Nicely placed ward. And it's a Halloween ward. But wow. Nice quick draw. Going to be able to go down. The Arcane Smash going down. So much damage coming out. But the exhaust from the Malphite with that shard is definitely going to slow him down quite a bit. Maokai is going to twist advance to a minion. Try to get out of there. Is he going to be able to survive? He doesn't want to give up double buffs. One more auto attack is going to be it for him. Boom. Quick draw. That is now double buffs for the Graves. Oh, the smoke buff. 3 HP. And the red buff ticks down for a double kill on Graves. That is extremely dangerous. They cannot let that continue to happen at all. But at the same time, Ezreal also got double buffs. Still on par of CS with the Graves. Are they just going to go for the tower? It looks like they're just going to hop on the CS train. There's a lot of tower damage coming down, though. That is extremely worrisome. I'm not sure how much they're going to be able to survive that. But Rumble is in mid lane now, doing quite a bit of damage. Zed going in real hard. Not going to be able to finish it up. Not quite. Great job by the red team. Will pick up that top tower. That is going to be even more dangerous to Nidalee. She's still not level 6. She can't quite pull it off. Ezreal almost goes down. Once Zed hits level 6, he doesn't have his flash up anymore, but he could have flashed ultimate. And that would have been awesome, but unfortunately, it's not going to go through. Blitzcrank coming back to mid, starting to finally support his AD carry. They just wanted a couple kills with that very interesting matchup that they had with Darius Blitzcrank. It's a very fun lane to do. If you've never done it before, I highly recommend it. It's a really nice way to get a couple early kills, especially if you're in a 2v1 lane. Even if you're in a 2v2 lane, it's okay. You get harassed pretty quickly out of the lane, usually, if you're going against an AD support. But two Bruisers have always worked pretty well early on, and while the taser going off but not hitting the second one, and that is going to be a lot of damage coming out from Graves. Boatload of damage from the buckshot. Going to take him down to half health, and he is recalling at this point. Once they get Malphite at level 6, that is going to be the dangerous point for the blue team. Wow, the red team once again sieging down one of these towers. This is at 7 minutes. They could very possibly have this down, but they will have to wait for another creep wave. I don't think they're going to be able to do it with that creep wave. Blitzcrank coming in, getting sharded. Oh, the grab not quite landing. Definitely scared them off the tower, and that's all that really matters. Ezreal getting spotted out by that red ward. So Zed's not really going to do too much except for possibly farm just a tidbit here in the Wraiths. Still something the mid laners do every once in a while, not something that's very, very common, and Maokai goes down almost instantly. Didn't actually even use collateral damage, very surprising. Oh, Zed could be coming up for this Nidalee. Nidalee's level 6, she is in Cougar form. This could, I think she should be able to get away from it though. Yeah, she's gonna throw on the spear. She's not AP Nidalee. She does have a little bit of AP, but most likely she's gonna go for the typical AD bruiser tank comp that we've seen a lot more frequently lately. Oh, that Mystic Shot did 0 damage, it seems. Even at level 4, still wasn't doing too much. Very surprising. Either way, decent amount coming out. Able to use away that arcane shift just with that fear. Now we have the 80 carries coming up head to head. Ooh, this could be dangerous. Zed coming in for the kill. Is he going to be able to pull it off? His ultimate is down. Only took Nidalee to about half health. Something that, you know, it's basically free harass. He doesn't have any mana. He runs off energy, so he can constantly spam his spells, especially that shuriken. Shadow Slash isn't bad as long as you have the Living Shadow coming up. Yeah, it's okay. And then throw the shuriken for extra harass. Basically just using that to farm, which is what he needs to do, because going up against Nidalee, he's still melee against a range. You're always at a constant disadvantage just because they can out-harass you for the most part, unless you're significantly stronger than that person, in which case, not really. Zed's at 67 CS when Nidalee's at 59. Not really a big skill, or not really a big gold gap or item gap right now. And Nidalee has armor. Zed does have a brutalizer, which helps. Ooh, grab actually landing. I didn't think that was going to land, and that is going to be some nice follow-up damage, but really not going to do a lot to that Malphite, even though we support. Goes in for a beautiful combo of the equalizer as well as the unstoppable force. Going to pick up the kill, and Ezreal sniper picking up that beautiful follow-up kill. Tasers landing. Oh, nice attempt. Rumble read it so hard. Great job by Rhux. Rhux is still a fantastic player. Love watching Rhux play. But of course, this game is all about Bischu. Although WildTurtle's in here, I don't. There's so many good players at this. Just in these games that we're casting, it's insane how many good players there are. Everybody's so talented. A lot of people are getting quite famous since not a lot of the LCS, like the main super popular. People stream all that much anymore because, you know, they're practicing for LCS all the time, which makes sense. Totally agree with that decision, but at the same time, oh, pink. Started on the dragon. Are we going to get a dive? Yes, we will. That is going to be a crazy dive onto the Malphite. Going to get the fear just a little bit. The tower's down. Spell shield gets the movement speed and the attack speed, but oh man, this is not going to be good. Rumble is in a really bad situation, getting completely caught out, and the dunk. Wow, get dunked on. Rumble should have just recalled. I don't know why there was much of a follow from Nocturne either. After there's just no way he was going to catch up to him. It was close, but Arcane Smash is almost always available. It's a pretty short cooldown. Graves in a really poor situation going up against the Nidalee. Is Nidalee going to throw a couple spears over that wall? Punk! Oh wow, it actually hit a minion that was behind a minion. That didn't even hit. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not even going to try to explain. Sometimes the hitboxes in this game, they're just awful. Skill shots seem to have it's mainly the creeps. I think if they fixed minions, a lot of stuff would be fixed. Because every once in a while you'll see minions all of a sudden get way fast and just go digga, and just charge up the lane twice as fast or teleport across the lane, which sucks because it's just completely unfair. It's like it's like your minions are just pushing a lot faster than your opponent's minions naturally, which is just not the way it should be, because it should just be a constant, hey, everybody's going at the same speed. Blue team get the first dragon of the game, finally at 12 minutes. Oh, grab just not quite landing. Is he going to spell shield the Apprehend? That is the question. Ooh, Apprehend doesn't quite reach. It's not long enough. Sees the Malphite, gonna have to flash out of there. And dangerous situations are afoot. There's treachery afoot. Graves still hovering at the 3 kills, busting out the Berserker Greaves and the Bloodthirster already this game. Doing a great job. Almost fully stacked. Not quite there. But he'll get there pretty quickly. As long as he actually goes into a lane. He seems to be roaming around a lot, which is very dangerous. Gets caught out by that ward. They're not really going to do anything. He's super powerful right now. They don't want to engage onto him. He already has a Bloodthirster. Ezreal is a little bit behind, although he should be able to catch up pretty quickly. It looks like he's saving up for the Infinity Edge, which is always nice. Ooh, that is a really bad situation. They are able to get out of it. Nice try on the skill shots from both members of the blue team. They did the prediction. They did it wrong. Ezreal coming out. Going to be able to land the flash now coming out from Bischu. Doing a great job being able to avoid his inevitable death. The unstoppable force going through the wall. Definitely not a good use of their abilities, but it's keeping them alive, and that is all that matters. Nidalee's on the hunt. She's on the prowl, I guess you could say. Cougar! Oh. Just going to throw down the trap and run away. Nidalee's really trying to wait on for that, but she is spotted out by this ward, which is a bad decision. Oh, Zed getting rocked. Immuning the spear, trying to get away, slowing him down as the living shadows past. Oh, the spear. Oh my god, I can't believe that it did. There's a really nice attempt. Oh, beautiful equalizer. Gonna try to get out of there, but the follow-up dunk. That was like an alley-oop straight into the dunk, and now Graves is... Oh my gosh, I can't believe he actually survived. Great job with the flash, and are we gonna get another Arcane Shift? Arcane Smash. One more auto attack. Okay. Sniper Spear. Arf Legendary doing what he does best, playing Nidalee. I don't actually know if that's his main champion. I've seen him play Nidalee so much lately, it's hard to say. Ooh, he's not just going to face check that brush. It's actually quite interesting. I expected him to face check it with the spell shield. Or at least with Dustbringer. Dustbringer would have been a really great way to lead that. Would have stopped the recall, but most likely didn't want to stop the recall. Stopping recall is never... Well, it's not always good. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not, especially when you're going into face checking a 3v1. You don't really want to stop all 3 of their recalls, maybe just one of their recalls. But it's not always the safest choice. Mid lane, quite a bit of action coming out. Bischu, of course, center of attention. 0-0 and 0, clearly making a big impact on this game. Gonna use that Living Shadow most likely to clear that wave, but not gonna be enough before the tower goes down. Getting a nice little chunk of CS though. 131 CS now against the Darius is 91, but Darius has 3 kills and an assist. Darius is up by about 400 gold. Not a huge lead, but it's definitely enough. It's almost a Ruby Crystal, and Ruby Crystals are fantastic. One of my favorite items in the game, Ruby Crystal. Just because it builds into a lot of really fun items. I like pretty much all the items it goes into, because I really like Rod of Ages. Rod of Ages is really underrated right now, since games always last longer than 24 minutes. And that's pretty much as long as you need to get a fully stacked Rod of Ages. The only thing is it doesn't give as much mana as you kind of need it to for most champions that would get it. So that's why you see most of the people go tier. The only people that really go Rod of Ages is going to be like Rise and Singe sometimes. Singe gets it a lot. But you'll see people that play Rise get 4 Rod of Ages and stuff like that. It's pretty amusing, but it's also weird at the same time. Graves easily able to take down the tower, but Zed almost going down. Yes, he will go down. A great job. Oh, damage reduction. Don't know if it reduces the true damage from Ignite, though. I'm assuming it does. Does everything but towers, and that is going to be a beautiful pickup. Is he going to get out of here? Unstoppable Force now coming out from Malphite. There's going to be a nice little exchange. Are they going to pick up onto the Blitzcrank? Or is Blitzcrank going to grab one of them back? Yes, he will. Gonna get exhausted. Equalize coming up, but it does miss. He's going to follow up. Scrap Shield, come on. Yes. Tazes. Oh, another follow-up taser. Beautiful job by Rumble. Yes, double buffs down. That is going to be a nice kill. Actually going on to the Nocturne. Nocturne picking it up. Great job overall. Nidalee is just pushing like crazy at this point. Doing her Nidalee thing, just split pushing like mad. And there's pretty much nothing that Zed can do about it at this point. Tried to clear out the minions. Gonna try to close the gap. I don't know. Yeah, he's just gonna back off. He probably could have ulted there. Most likely wouldn't have done anything. So that's 2 towers in favor of the blue team. Blue team's really starting to get a lead now. Red team was really stomping face for a while, but Graves hasn't gotten a kill in a while, and it's kind of depressing. It's a little sad panda. Great job, I said, using that trap to his advantage. Lowering the MR as well as just getting a little bit extra damage. Pokey on the spear. Ooh, this is dangerous. He's running into 2 of them. Gonna go around the long way. Definitely a smart choice, but Zed is in a bad situation. Oh, nice Living Shadow, but he's still kind of caught out. Is he going to be able to survive through that? Ezreal misses the ultimate. Yes, the barrier just barely saves him. And Nocturne, he's going to get caught out. Does he have a spell shield? He's going to use the ult. And no. Just ends up going down to a nice full range spear from Nidalee. And that is going to be a very dangerous situation for the red team. Now their inhibitor towers are going down. A beautiful equalizer. Going to clear out those minions pretty quickly. Now their decision is, do they want to tank this tower or not? Seems like they do, but I don't know if that's the best decision. They're about to lose this fight now. But Rumble is going super low. Ends up going down. The Unstoppable Force a little bit too late on that one. Could have bought a little bit of time. Not going to end up going through with it. But Zed picks up a kill. Graves gets a tower. And oh, is he going to pick up the Ezreal? No, Ezreal gets a heal. And Zed is so close to dying. Oh, the crowd just barely missed. Ezreal's really low. Graves is pushing another tower, going hard in the paint. And here is where things get scary. He should be able to take this tower pretty easily. Ezreal just spawned. Is he going to throw out the ultimate? No, he will not. But oh no, that is not good. Nocturne ults in. Goes straight onto Nidalee. It is going to fear her in place. Shutting down the Nidalee's killing spree. And that is super beneficial for the Nocturne. He's going to get quite a bit of extra gold from that. Not a whole lot, but enough. Graves takes out that another tower. Steals blue buff. And Graves is just stealing the show at this point. He put all the trust in his team. And it was successful. That's really all you can say. He put a lot of trust in his team. He took out 2 towers, stole blue buff, and got out alive, which is very surprising. And his team cleaned up like 3 or 4 kills at least, I think it was. Ooh, blue team taking the dragon once again. This is going to put them in the lead of gold. They're only ahead by 200 gold. Now they're up by just over a K. Blue team looking to possibly steal that blue buff, but Rumble looks like a much more attractive feast. Rumble is trying to waste out all the time on his burnout. Finally, burnout comes down. Scrap shield coming out. Gonna burn through that scrap shield pretty easily, but the single target damage is ridiculous. Ezreal forced to flash away, but oh man, those minions are just doing way too much damage, completely ripping him apart. Zed throwing out as much damage as he can, but the apprehend into the arcane shift, going down in the dunk. Not quite killing him, but finishing it off with the bleed. Zed following up. Is he going to be able to get the kill? 120 health. Boop. Auto attack. Nocturne. Oh, Nocturne's starting to get really scary now. As if he wasn't before. I mean, he is the shadows. Graves, I don't really know what he's doing. Graves just doing whatever. He hasn't really been in any of the fights recently. He's just been pushing lanes, stealing buffs. Doing what he can. I mean, he's up in CS by a significant amount. 30 is not something to joke about. He's still down in gold by 200, though, with an additional kill. A lot less assist. Actually going to be taking out this red buff, too. Oh, this is not going to be good. This is not a good... Oh, great ensemble force. Gonna pick it up, but there are 2 members here, and they're super tanky. Gonna pick up the Malphite, but he's only support Malphite. Nocturne coming in, going to go directly on, misses the Dustbringer. Is he gonna get the fear off? Spell shields the arcane shift, and Zed going really close to dying. Yes, he does from the Nidalee, and now Ezreal's following up on the fight. Will we get a nice equalizer? It's 2 seconds, 1 second. Equalizer is up. Is he gonna throw it out just so they can escape? It's gonna be rough. Oh no, he's gonna save onto it for a little bit, possibly to chase. No, they're gonna. Yeah, he's just gonna save it for a long time. Blitzcrank super low, kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. Equalizer not quite landing on it, but once again, Nocturne finishing it up. Nidalee is, oh my gosh, she's sandwiched between 3 members, and that is a dangerous spot for her to be. She's gonna be able to jump over that wall. Blitzcrank is not around. There's still wards there. Oh my gosh, so much damage coming out. Nidalee is doing a great job. Actually picks up the kill on the Graves. Holy cow. Even with that Bloodthirster, wasn't able to survive her damage. Great job by Nidalee. She knew she was going down. Took someone down with her. No more wards at Baron for either team. It's a very scary sight. Blue team is making a beeline for the Baron and potentially think that they're going there. But no. Ezreal survived. It's going to be a bad situation. Oh, he doesn't have unstoppable force, but of course that shard, seismic shard, is so annoying. It slows them and speeds him up. Which is super annoying. Any type of stat steal is really annoying. That's why Trundle is a troll, because he just steals stuff. Although, he is not really played that much anymore. It'd be nice. I like Trundle. He's so annoying. He's annoying, he's fun, but he's annoying at the same time. I don't know, you'd have to play him to really understand, I guess. But right now, not much going on. Ooh, nice try to apprehend through the wall, but wasn't going to go through. Nidalee jumps over the wall into 3 members. She's just going to jump right back. She's tanky enough to where she can do crazy stuff like that. Blitzcrank grabs Zed through the wall. Seismic Shard coming out, going to stop it. Silences the Zed. Oh my gosh. Ezreal goes down almost instantly, and now a ton of damage coming down. Maokai doing as much as he can to reduce the damage to his team, but the dunk's coming out, and Nidalee's on the prowl. Gonna kill that Zed pretty easily, and a lot of damage from that ultimate dunk coming up. That is the 2nd dunk of the game, of the round. Oh, 3rd on the team fight. Is he gonna get a 4th dunk? He has not enough mana. Wow, that Dustbringer didn't actually kill him. Very surprising. Auto attack does. Fear proc do. Wow. Just barely got into that fog of war before the arcane shift go through. Or twisted advance, sorry. Twisted advance. Oop, spell shield. Very unfortunate. It went on cooldown, but it didn't actually teleport to him because he got in the fog of war before the animation could go off. One of the very annoying things about some champions. It'll go on cooldown, but it won't actually do anything. Yeah. Nidalee doing a great job trying to take on this tower, but I don't know if she's going to be able to do it. Yeah, she's definitely going to be able to get out of there. Not a problem. She has absolutely no problems. The mobility on Nidalee is another thing that's very annoying. Her and the scrap shield on Rumble. Some of the most annoying things to try to catch up to. Ooh, quite a bit of damage or action going on in mid lane. Surprised there's this much action. At 26 minutes, there's already been 38 kills. So that is a significant amount. There's more than one a minute. Definitely an exciting match. Oh, 2 pickaxes on Graves. Very interesting. What is he going to build? Most likely he'll be going for a Last Whisper next. Rocking the spell shield just in case the grab, but it missed anyway. And Ezreal will be able to pick up this blue buff for the first time in quite a while. I think since he stole the blue buffs early on in the game for First Blood was the last time he had blue buff. Blue buff. Such a tongue twister, I don't know why. Dragon is back up. What team is going to fight for it? Seems blue team is the only team that's really cared about the dragon so far, which is kind of surprising. Usually dragon's kind of a hot commodity, especially when the game is even like it is now. Ooh, nice try at the flash grab, but forgot about the important move. Oh, nice apprehend. Gonna grab in the Nocturne, and everybody else there gonna focus down on the Graves. Graves gonna cleanse out that Ignite, and a great job. He's putting on a ton of damage. And Bischu coming in doing a ton of damage. Oh, Nocturne is going to chase around that Nidalee. Fears her in the wrong direction. One more auto attack and it should be able to finish it up. Yes, it does. And the Malphite is so close to dying. But the Equalizer doing a ridiculous amount of damage. Blue team is on the run. This is a bad situation. If Zed can catch up, which it looks like he can. He's going to teleport immediately. But that's a lot of damage coming out. He's not able to put on enough. Too much armor going down. In the meantime, Graves was able to hunt down the Ezreal with the help of Rumble. Ooh. It's a nice try to get out of there. Twisted advance. Oh, nope. Definitely not going to be able to reduce the damage. Incoming damage is at 87 HP. Oh, just barely gets out of there. Ultimate saves lives. Yeah, the Vengeful Maelstrom is just so good sometimes. It's done a lot of work in a lot of these fights. Without that, I think the blue team would be significantly behind. Red team takes Baron without a hitch. Blue team had absolutely no wards. Ezreal was dead, so he couldn't even throw out his ultimate to try to steal it. And now they know it's gone. Ugh, it's a bad situation to be in. Everybody on the red team should be recalling, buying up, and possibly making a big push. They have pushed to the inhibitor tower, so they could push mid, which is most likely what the blue team expects. But they're going to go ahead and take on the dragon head-to-head, face-to-face, man-to-team, or reptile-to-team, I guess. And I believe this is the third one for the blue team. That is a lot of dragons, but the red team is going to head them off at the pass. This could be really bad, but a great rain to its omen, getting 3 members of the Zed doing a lot of jukes, trying to get directly on Ezreal, ends up picking it up. Great job, and now, wow, the Maelstrom isn't going to go off. Yes, it does quite a bit of damage, and wow, there is just Zed going all over the board. Finally falls to the likes of Darius, but Graves picks up Darius in the end. Rumble, in the meantime, wasn't even in that fight, doing a great job with the scrap shield. Just beating down this tower. The flame spitter is super powerful. That once he starts overheating, he can just beat down towers like it's nobody's business. Ooh. That is going to be the first inhibitor tower, and they're going directly onto the inhibitor right after that. The only person left alive is this Nidalee, and there's absolutely nothing she can do against this much. Oh, 3 members of the blue team are now respawned. Almost everybody. 5 more seconds, and Vengeful Maelstrom coming out, trying to survive. A great grab, getting on the Malphite. Malphite's almost about to go down. The Equalizer trying to fend him off, but Nidalee is going to run away. The Ignite now coming down. Is anything going to follow up? I don't think anything else is going to happen, but Nocturne is in a really bad position against 3 members of the blue team. What are they going to do? I don't think he's going to be able to get out of here. Oh my gosh, Nidalee's coming back in the fight. Oh, he's going to ult directly to her. She's going to pounce away. Rumble is overheated again, doing an insane amount of damage with that Flame Spitter. Going to flash over the wall, doing a great job, but Ezreal's going to follow. Is Ezreal going to be able to pick it up? Oh my gosh, the tasers. Oh, and then he got fisted. Great job by Blitzcrank getting the fist. Oh no, the pounce could easily do quite a bit of damage. He gets out of range of the fear, and that's a bad situation for him to be in. He's not going to be able to do anything else. Oh, flashed the fist. Great job. That would have been a definite kill. But now Zed's coming in. Oh, and Summon Force going to do quite a bit. The ultimate from Zed probably overkill, but needs to stop that pesky Nidalee from just running away from everything. 2 ultimates used by the red team to pick up that Nidalee, and there's just not many people left alive with that Baron buff. I think it's just Nocturne. He may be the only one that was left alive after that. Great exchange overall, and ooh, Seismic Shard coming down. Oh, they're going to stick onto him. Very interesting play. But there's no other members of the blue team around. Blitzcrank is getting close. Boom, grab, pop up, run away. Not really doing too much damage. Great double ward in that bush. It's always a popular bush. I like that bush. It's a very good bush. Nidalee at 10, 5, and 6 with 183 CS. Compared to the Rumble's 5, 7, 11 with 163, she's definitely ahead in that aspect. But oh, Zed is completely caught out of position. 5 stacks. Oh, he's getting blood. Oh, that is a very dead Bischu. Minions taking out the towers. This is not a good situation for the blue team either. But they're starting to win these fights. A grab going down, and Ezreal doing a ton of damage. There's absolutely nothing Graves could have done about that except for die faster. Oh, and Apprehend getting 2 members of the red team. This could be a really good one, but Randuin's Omen gonna spam onto 4 members of the blue team. Dunk. Oh, Dunk is just completely smashing people right now. And the blue team's coming back. They're doing a great job. They were down by almost 7k. Great spell shield on that grab. Taser's not coming out. Wow, Nocturne seems like he's taking 0 damage. He gets grabbed by the Apprehend. And is he going to follow up with a Blitz grab? Oh, no. Just going to take the tower and do as much damage as they can. Oh, Equalizer trying to prevent them to keep going. But, oh my gosh, Darius is so low. Is he going to try to get us? No, he's not. I thought he was going to try to get a dunk. That would have been a really bad situation. Oh, Rumble picks up Darius without any problems. Ezreal is stuck. Oh, trying to get out of there. Nidalee is now on the run. Are they going to be able to catch up to her? This is a really bad situation. Oh, fails the jump. And Sid tries to head her off. Doesn't know that she didn't go that way. Very disappointed. Oh, yeah, he should know. Oh, she's... That was a heart pumper. Had heart palpitations there for a second. That's crazy. Blue team just fending off their towers for the most part. Another exposed inhibitor. Very dangerous, but the blue team's inhibitor should be respawning pretty shortly. This is so close to dying. They're going to finish this up. Boom. 0 issues. And once this respawns, they should be able to take that down almost immediately. But wow, a ton of damage going down. Graves almost going down. Is the bleed going to take it? Yes, it will. Ezreal now coming out, hitting 3 members of the red team as well as a lot of minions. Blitzcrank possibly going for a nice grab. Just going to pop up. Ezreal steals that kill, which secures it rather. And that was a 2 for 0 exchange. 2 for inhibitor. Probably not the worst trade, but if they could have survived and waited for the inhibitor respawn, that would have been best. That was a very close grab. Nocturne just barely getting out of the way. He seems really slow to me. 390. I don't know why that seems so slow. Slower than Ezreal, I suppose. Or faster than Ezreal. Just by a little bit. Wow. He's taking 0 damage from this. 273 armor. So ridiculous. But to the junglers, we're going to have Maokai being 1-7 and 18, doing a great job at supporting his team. A lot of those Twisted Advance and Arcane Smash coming out. Wow, that was an almost instant spell shield on that grab. That was beautiful. That was freaking beautiful. Oh, but Zed going head-to-head against the Darius. This is going to be a really interesting fight. I think it's probably going to take about 10 hours. Rumble's coming in with a little bit of backup. Zed was actually doing a really great job. Maokai's trying to throw on the saves, but it's definitely not going to happen. Oh, as much lifesteal as they can. Not going to be enough. Oh, grab just barely missing. Zed, is he going to... Oh, he gets silenced. Wasn't able to teleport over that wall. Beautiful job by Blitzcrank. Perfectly timed. Waited for that Living Shadow, so he couldn't do it the second time. And that is a ton of damage. Nocturne coming in, but not able to go onto the target he wants to. Gonna flash for the kill onto the Ezreal. Actually flashes through the ultimate as well. Random's Omen coming in, slowing down both members of the blue team. Graves is coming in. He's going to be able to follow up on either of these kills, but Blitz hides in the back. Collateral damage going on Blast. Doing a great job stealing that kill on the Maokai. Nidalee's still at full health, and this is just a bad situation. A 3-for-2 exchange in favor of the red team. Red team's trying to pull it back together. They're only up by 5k. Baron is back up. Red team is pinging for it. Are they going to do it, or are they going to push and try to take this inhibitor tower? Ooh, they might try to cut off Nidalee from the back. That could also be a phenomenal idea, but no red buff. They're going to recall. Blue team is now kind of making headway towards the Baron. Red team either needs to recall or go for this Baron. Oh, Malphite's in a really bad spot, going super low. Nidalee's doing a ridiculous amount of damage. Zed doing a lot. Unstoppable Force going down, grabbing the Maokai out, but missing the spear and a great Randuin's. And boom, that is a legendary Nocturne. Not something that happens frequently, but wow. Nocturne's doing a phenomenal job. That Thornmail clearly is helping quite a bit. And this is going to be another free Baron for the red team. Ooh, it's a nice try by Ezreal. It's about a second too late, which, given the wind-up time, the travel time, and the distance he was at, the second off is definitely not anything to be too ashamed of. Zed's trying to do damage, but it's really not doing anything. The Thornmail now on Darius. Darius himself has 326 armor. Gonna reduce damage by so much. And wow, it's a lot of damage. Zed going hard in the paint, but are they gonna do it? The damage reduction Vengeful Maelstrom gonna kind of thwart them off. Should be able to take these minions. Yep. Pretty easy peasy. And this is just kind of a delayed fight. We don't know what's going to happen. There's a lot of decent wave clear coming out for the blue team. They're able to fend off a lot of these attacks, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. I mean, Graves has 3,000 gold. He really needs to go back, but oh, it's a really bad situation. Equalizer coming out. It's a really good spot for him to lay down the Equalizer in such a tight spot. But Zed goes down. Oh my gosh, he is at 42 health. Ends up dying just a little bit to the Nidalee, and now, oh my gosh, Graves picks up the Nidalee. Rumble picks up that easy kill on the Blitz, and are they going to be able to catch up? That is a very fast Maokai. Oh, Unstoppable Force with the Shard, going to steal a lot of his speed, and then throwing on the Randuins. Oh my gosh, another Seismic Shard. This is a very dead Maokai. Tried to stay alive as long as possible. Graves disconnects. This is not a good it's not a good time to disconnect, bro. Splitting the damage on the tower is probably not that, it doesn't really matter at this point. For the most part, red team is gonna win easily. At this point in time, the spawn times are so brutal. It's like 40 seconds, all 3 inhibitors down. Oh, no, there's one left. Wow. Great game. That was just phenomenal. The blue team really came close to bringing it back. Really, really close. But just great job overall. Congratulations to the red team, GG to the blue team. If you guys like the videos and you want to see more, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Try to bring out daily content, so of course make sure to make recommendations for champions or players that you want to see in the comments. Send me a message. If you have anything you need me to improve on, please let me know. I'm always trying to improve. But thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.